Most people waste their entire life waiting to feel motivated. They wait for the perfect mood, the perfect moment, the perfect energy. They tell themselves, tomorrow I'll start, tomorrow I'll work harder, tomorrow I'll change my life. But tomorrow never comes. And while they keep waiting for motivation, their dreams slowly die in front of them. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes based on your emotions. Some days you feel inspired. Other days you feel tired, lazy, distracted, and mentally exhausted. And if your entire life depends on motivation, you will never stay consistent long enough to become successful. Because motivation is temporary, but discipline changes everything. Discipline is what makes people wake up early even when they don't feel like it. Discipline is what makes people work hard when nobody is watching. Discipline is what separates average people from dangerous people. And in today's world, discipline has become rare. Most people are addicted to comfort, addicted to distractions, addicted to easy dopamine. The moment life becomes uncomfortable, they quit. They stop working. They stop trying. They go back to scrolling, wasting time, and escaping reality. But strong people understand something different. Your feelings do not control your future, your actions do. And the people who learn to take action regardless of how they feel are the ones who build powerful lives. In this video, you'll understand why motivation keeps failing you, why discipline is the real key to success, and how to build a mindset that keeps moving forward even on difficult days. And trust me, once you truly understand this, you'll stop waiting for motivation forever. So if you're serious about becoming more disciplined, more focused, and mentally stronger than the average person, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and watch until the end, because this mindset can completely change the direction of your life. The biggest lie modern society tells people is this: you need to feel motivated first. That mindset is destroying millions of lives, because if you only work when you feel motivated, you'll spend most of your life doing nothing. Think about it. Most people already know what they should be doing. They know they should exercise. They know they should stop wasting time. They know they should focus on their goals. They know they should improve their habits. But knowledge is not the problem anymore. Action is. And the reason action feels so difficult is because modern life has trained people to chase comfort instead of discipline. Everything today is built around instant pleasure, fast entertainment, fast dopamine, fast distractions. The moment people feel bored, stressed, or uncomfortable, they immediately escape into their phone, social media, videos, or temporary pleasure. Slowly, their brain becomes addicted to easy comfort, and over time, they lose the ability to stay consistent when life feels difficult. That's why so many people start goals, but never finish them. They depend too much on emotion, but emotions change every single day. Some mornings you wake up feeling powerful. Other mornings you feel tired, distracted, unmotivated, and mentally weak. If your success depends on your emotions, your life will always stay unstable. That's why discipline matters more than motivation. Discipline says, I'll do it anyway, even when you're tired, even when you're stressed, even when nobody believes in you, even when you don't feel motivated at all. And honestly, this is where most people fail. They want results without discomfort. They want confidence without struggle. They want success without sacrifice. But real growth only happens when you learn how to move forward despite discomfort. If this message already feels different from typical motivation videos, like this video and subscribe, because this channel is about building real mental strength, not temporary hype. Now listen carefully. Discipline is not something you are born with. It's something you train. Every small action matters. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, your mind becomes stronger. Every time you choose focus over distraction, you build self-respect. Every time you do difficult things without needing motivation, you become more dangerous mentally. And over time, those small disciplined actions completely transform who you are. That's why disciplined people often look calm and confident. They trust themselves, because they know they can rely on their actions, not just their feelings. Meanwhile, undisciplined people stay trapped in the same cycle for years. Big goals, temporary motivation, no consistency, then disappointment, again and again, and eventually, many people stop believing in themselves completely because they've broken so many promises to themselves over time. But here's something powerful most people never realize: every time you avoid discomfort, you become weaker mentally. And every time you face discomfort willingly, you become stronger. That's why discipline feels painful at first. Your brain has been trained to seek comfort constantly. Sleeping longer feels easier. Scrolling feels easier. Quitting feels easier. Avoiding responsibility feels easier. But easy choices create a hard life. Meanwhile, difficult choices create a powerful life. And the scary part is, most people spend years destroying their future through small comfortable decisions they repeat every single day. They waste hours online. They procrastinate. They delay their goals. They tell themselves they'll start later, but later slowly becomes years. And one day, they wake up frustrated, confused, and disappointed with the life they created through constant avoidance. That's why discipline is freedom, because when you control yourself, you stop becoming a slave to your emotions, distractions, and temporary urges. You stop needing perfect conditions to take action. You stop depending on motivation to save you. And honestly, this mindset alone separates successful people from average people. Successful people are not always more talented. They are often just more disciplined. They learned how to keep going when excitement disappeared. They learned how to stay focused while everyone else got distracted. They learned how to work even when they didn't feel like it. And over time, that consistency created results that looked impossible to other people. If you're still watching, like this video and subscribe right now, because very few people are willing to build this level of discipline in a world addicted to comfort. Now let's be honest for a second. Most people today are mentally weak not because they're incapable, but because they've never trained themselves to handle discomfort consistently. The modern world makes weakness easy. Endless entertainment. Endless distraction. Endless excuses. You can waste years of your life without even realizing it. And that's exactly why discipline has become a superpower. Because while everyone else is distracted, lazy, emotionally reactive, and waiting for motivation, disciplined people are quietly building their future every single day. Even when it's boring. Even when it's difficult. Even when progress feels slow. And that's another thing people misunderstand. Discipline is often boring. Real growth does not always feel exciting. Most of the time, success is built through repetitive actions nobody wants to do consistently. Waking up early, staying focused, practicing daily, improving slowly, controlling your habits, protecting your time, staying committed when nobody is clapping for you. That's what actually changes lives, not temporary bursts of motivation. And honestly, one of the most dangerous habits you can develop is constantly waiting to feel ready. Because the truth is, nobody ever feels fully ready. People who change their life are not fearless. They simply learn how to act despite fear, discomfort, doubt, and low motivation. That's what discipline really is. It's emotional control. It's the ability to keep moving forward even when your feelings are trying to stop you. And once you understand this, your entire mindset starts changing. You stop asking yourself, do I feel motivated today? Instead, you start asking, what needs to be done? That single shift can completely transform your future. Because disciplined people focus on action, not emotion. They understand that feelings are temporary, but habits shape your life permanently. Think about how many people waste years chasing motivation videos, inspirational quotes, and temporary hype. They feel powerful for a few hours, then go back to the same habits, destroying their life. Why? Because motivation creates emotion, but discipline creates identity. Discipline changes who you are as a person. It builds self-respect. It builds confidence. It builds trust in yourself. And over time, you stop seeing yourself as someone who quits easily. You become someone who follows through no matter what. That's real power. And this is why discipline affects every area of life. Your health, your money, your focus, your confidence, your relationships, your future. Everything improves when you learn how to control yourself consistently. Because at the end of the day, your life is simply the result of what you repeatedly do. Small habits repeated daily become your identity. That's why even tiny, disciplined actions matter. Waking up on time, finishing what you start, staying focused for 1 extra hour, going to the gym when you don't feel like it, ignoring distractions, keeping promises to yourself. These small moments may look insignificant, but they slowly build a person who becomes mentally unbreakable over time. If this mindset is motivating you to become stronger, like this video and subscribe, because this channel is for people who are tired of excuses and ready to build real discipline. Now here's something most people avoid hearing. Discipline also requires sacrifice. You cannot build a powerful future while constantly choosing comfort in the present. Sometimes you'll need to sacrifice entertainment, sacrifice temporary pleasure, sacrifice sleep, sacrifice distractions, sacrifice approval from people who don't understand your goals. And yes, it's difficult, but staying stuck is difficult too. Regret is difficult too. Watching your potential slowly disappear is difficult too. So the real question becomes, which difficult life are you choosing? Because one type of pain builds strength, and the other destroys your future slowly. And this is the moment where everything becomes clear. Motivation may help you start, but only discipline will keep you going when life becomes hard. That's why so many people stay stuck for years. They keep chasing emotional excitement instead of building consistent habits. The moment motivation disappears, they disappear too. But disciplined people are different. They continue even when progress feels slow, even when nobody notices them, even when they feel tired, stressed, frustrated, or unmotivated. And over time, the consistency creates a level of mental strength most people never develop. Because every difficult day you push through changes you psychologically. You begin proving to yourself that your emotions no longer control your actions. You stop being a prisoner of temporary feelings. And honestly, that level of self-control is life-changing. Imagine how powerful your future could become if you stopped quitting every time things felt difficult. Imagine the confidence you would build if you actually trusted yourself to stay consistent. Imagine the discipline, focus, respect, and opportunities you could create simply by learning how to do what needs to be done. Regardless of how you feel, that version of you is possible, but it requires a decision to stop depending on motivation forever. Because motivation is unpredictable. Some days it shows up, most days it doesn't. Discipline, however, is reliable. Discipline keeps moving even when emotions disappear. And that's why disciplined people eventually separate themselves from everyone else. While others keep restarting over and over again, disciplined people keep building quietly, consistently, relentlessly, one day at a time. And eventually, those small disciplined actions compound into a completely different life. A stronger body, a clearer mind, better habits, greater confidence, more opportunities, more respect, more control over your future. That's the power of discipline. It slowly transforms every area of your life without needing constant emotional excitement. So if your life feels stuck right now, stop waiting to suddenly feel motivated. Stop expecting change to feel easy. Stop letting temporary emotions control permanent decisions. Start building discipline instead. Start training yourself to take action even on difficult days. Because every time you keep going despite discomfort, you become stronger mentally. And every time you choose discipline over distraction, you move one step closer to the person you could become. The truth is simple. Your future is not created by what you feel occasionally. It's created by what you consistently do every single day. So start now. Start imperfect. Start tired. Start scared if you have to. Just stop waiting for motivation to save your life. Because the people who truly change their future are usually the ones who learned how to move forward even when they didn't feel like it. If this video changed the way you think about motivation and discipline, don't just watch it. Feel inspired for 5 minutes. And then go back to the same habits destroying your future. Most people do that. That's why most people stay average. Starting today, stop waiting to feel motivated. Start building discipline instead. Because discipline is what will wake you up when you feel tired. Discipline is what will keep you focused when distractions are everywhere. And discipline is what will separate you from the weak, distracted majority. If you're serious about becoming mentally stronger, more focused, and more disciplined than ever before, hit like right now, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because this channel is for people who are ready to stop making excuses and start changing their life for real. And before you leave, go to the comments and type, "Discipline will change my life." Make that your mindset from today forward, and share this video with someone who keeps waiting for motivation instead of taking action. Now click the next video on your screen, and keep building the disciplined version of yourself that most people are too weak to become.